Welcome to the channel. I am Ladewaybac, and today I'll be going over a Roman cancel combo that I enjoy doing with Jacko, and after that I'll be going over some setups that I find very useful. First, I'm going to show you the red Roman cancel combo that I used to do previously. Which is cool to look at, but this next one is definitely going to be cooler. Now here is my new Roman cancel combo. This can also be done with heavy slash. Now, as you can see, this combo is corner reliant because we have to bounce them off the wall with our minions. Now, this means that you'll have to be aware of where you are on the stage, which can be kind of difficult at times. So you could do the combo and they could end up in the corner but not bounce off the wall. But that's okay because we have a setup off of that. Now, as you can see, we got minions next to our opponent. He is in the corner, and there's two of them there. So we have some options out of this. We can minion attack to keep the pressure on our opponent. Maybe he lets down his guard, maybe tries to jump, so it end up getting hit by the minion attack. We can also move forward as we use our minion attacks, and if your opponent tries to slap your minions away throughout that's when you use your shield command. We will use our attack command when our minions are close to our opponent and take a step forward as we use them in order to close the distance on our opponent. And if our opponent is somebody who mashes, that's when we will use our defend command. If we think our opponent is going to jump, that's when we will jump and throw our minion. Which leaves a lot of block stun, so you can run up and grab like I just did there. But if you think they're going to try and mash out of that situation, use your minion attack, and then close the distance like I showed previously. Now let's say we know our combo slash setup is not going to get our opponent into the corner. We can get a little creative with it. When attempting a sequence like that, be sure, or even the corner combo, be sure that your minion meter is at full, because you will need it in order to do all of that. And also note that there are times where your opponent can hit the minions out of like let's say you're doing a sequence like I just showed previously. There are moments where the opponent, especially at the beginning, but the opponent can mash out of it. So if you know that's the type of opponent that you're playing, then be sure to be ready for it. That's why we have the attack command and the defend command. In these situations, you may find that you'll have a lot of minions out. So you'll see maybe you have like 3 of them out or even 2. So be sure to armor them up. And usually, like 9 times out of 10, when your opponent is next to minions with armor and there's 3 of them, he's definitely jumping. Even 2 of them, he's definitely going to jump to get away from the minions. So to set up for that, that's why we have our forward HS to knock him out of the sky. And if we hit him at the right angle, we can do minions attacks after that and then create a whole nother combo. Now I know I've mentioned this in a previous video, but after you do your 2D, you are punishable, and if you do your HS, you are also punishable. So a cool thing I like to do is wait for the last second to do the overdrive, just when I know that I'm gonna be open and I can be punished, that's when I do the overdrive. Just at the perfect time. Works every time for the sweep or the 2HS. Not the 2HS, but the 2D. So if your opponent's low, or you know your overdrive is enough to beat them, just run at them with a sweep and just go for the overdrive. And last trick I have for you, this is not something that's gonna work every time, but it tends to work out a lot for me. And I fight a lot of like high level players, and it usually works. So it's when I attack the opponent in the corner, and I use my Roman cancel, right? The red Roman cancel, I place a minion and then I back up. And usually they leave themselves open. They think I'm gonna go for a grab, so I'll see them do the grab animation, or maybe they try to jump or something. But usually after I place the minion, after the Roman cancel, I just go right back in immediately. Every single time. And I have seen great success with this. It has opened up a lot of opponents for me. So give it a try and see how it works for you. And that's what I got today for your girl, Jacko. What I'm trying to do is see I want to see more Jackos on the Celestial floor, man. I barely ever see him at all. I have 3 other guides, which I will link in the description down below, so check it out if you're interested. Leave a like if this video has helped you in any way, and subscribe for daily fighting game content. Thanks for watching.